I am well equipped. I have everything that every other woman in this room has, only I have more of it.
There is a saying here at Brookmans: he who laughs last didn't get the joke. This is the moment young comics wait for: laughter and applause, the chance to perform before a live audience.
How you doing? Let me introduce myself. My initials, RJC.
This is Dave Cohn. During the week, he works for EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. Not a funny job. But on Friday and Saturday nights, he's a comedian. It all happens here at Brookmans in Anacostia. A more unlikely location for a comedy showcase you're not likely to find. Just over the Sousa Bridge on Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast. Of the 8 or so comedians who perform here on the weekend, only 2 get paid, and they only get $10 apiece. The others get experience before a tough crowd. If their material doesn't work, their audience may walk. It's not a very glamorous world backstage. Here in the dimly lit basement of Brookmans, T.P. Mulrooney stands in a storage closet, practicing his act, perfecting punchlines just moments before he goes on.
As you might imagine.
This is where it happens, though. This is where the comedians come down before their acts and they get all the little loose ends tightened up.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. Mrs. Robinson, I don't know what made me say that.
I'm confident that I know I can do a good job. I've done it lots of other times before, but there's always that unknown that you never know what that crowd's going to be like exactly.
Let's have a warm welcome for Mr. T.P. Mulrooney.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
T.P. used to work as a newspaper reporter for the Annapolis Evening Capital. His parents weren't happy when he gave it up to devote full-time to comedy. He now jokes about being disadvantaged due to his middle-class background.
As a blues musician, T.P., you got the cards stacked against you right from the start. I mean, look at you. You live in Rockville. Your father makes $125,000 a year as a corporate executive. Not a very pretty story, is it? I've entitled this tenderly, The Middle Class Blues. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to have you with us here tonight. Make the cash, Dad, and don't you come back till you do, till you do, till you do, do. Make the cash, Dad, and don't you come back till you do.
I think they're all great. They're fantastic. I'd much rather see new emerging comedians than the regular guys on TV. They're so perfect that they're not funny anymore. These guys are just great.
What do you think of the comedians?
I love them. They're real nice. They bring in a lot of young women. It's real sexy, you know.
Do you think it's fair to heckle people who go up on stage and try to be funny?
If you're trying to make it in the pros, that's part of the game.
You filthy people. You gotta teach them something. They're all animals here.
Yeah.
What is this? This is very hard for this act to go on. When they're not playing back, it's like flunking, geometry.
The comics, you can tell, are hardworking because when they do their bits and it goes over, that means they've worked hard on it.
Paul Brookman converted his parents' neighborhood restaurant into a comedy showcase a year and a half ago. He is responsible for putting these young comedians on stage.
They stand there.
They want exposure. They want to be known. I'm sort of like the catalyst for their dreams.
I did it. I don't give a shit if you liked it or not. I did it. So, all right.
All right, Bill, you did it. You did it.
When you take the chance and go over with the audience, it's a real high. And when you bomb, you feel lower than low. Tomorrow, I'll take my chances as a comedian, center stage at Brookmans.
Hey, boom. Yeah. Chris Gordon, Eyewitness News.
Last night,